Hello everybody and welcome back to Atomicrops. You thought it was gone, but no! They just keep updating this sucker. The invasive species update is out and it features... It's huge. It seems like maybe one of the biggest, most game-changing updates potentially that has happened. It includes 4 new bosses instead of there being just the same 3. There's 4 new ones. There's rare Blood Moon Knights that have new enemies in them, new permanent upgrades, 11 new achievements, some of which include the ability to unlock some actual meta progression stuff, such as these. Unlock 20 achievements to unlock, 15. So, you actually get benefit for unlocking a certain amount of achievements, which is pretty darn slick. In addition, there's 3 new scrolls, which is a pretty big deal. That we will get into basically as we find them. But look at all of this. We thought we were done. We thought that the year 10 with Robusta was it. That was going to be the done son final achievement. But no, we got a couple other ones, including some that seem like kind of tough, like beating the game only using our standard weapon. But there's also, is it down here? The one that, boy, I really wish was a retroactive achievement. We've done it before, we'll need to do it again. We need to win without taking any damage. Which, honestly, I do think will be easier than beating year 10 with Robusta if we do it on, like, a year 1. I don't think we'll do it in our first episode here, but we'll pop in. It's the start of the series. We're gonna, you know what? No, let's do, like, year 3, right? I mean, we got new bosses, but let's do it. Anywho, if you are new to this series, this intro is probably like a bunch of malarkey. It means absolutely nothing to you. But Atomicrops is a roguelite that is a cross between... cross between Stardew Valley and like an Enter the Gungeon or like a Nuclear Throne. Meaning the fact that you will farm and you will also have to dodge a bunch of bullets when you do so. It's been a little bit since I have played, so I'm probably going to be a bit rusty, but I will attempt to re-explain, at least for the first episode or so, what exactly is happening in the game. So, first of all, the game is sectioned into 2 separate categories, day and night, and it's important to know, because during the day you can go and you can explore to the north, south, east, west, which all have different difficulties based off of, you know, which direction you go. They also have, you know, okay, well, we're getting ahead of ourselves there. But we decided to go to this direction because it is one of the starter zones, and we are going to be looking for items, and we're going to be looking for seeds, we're going to be looking for fertilizer, which is the stuff that's dropping here, which is all going to be really, really important throughout the course of the run to generate money, because money is how you can basically ensure that you gain more stats and items and everything and don't fall behind, is effectively the thing. It's all about making sure you keep up momentum and you are continually multitasking the best you can. I will explain what all these things I'm picking up do in just a bit. I feel like it's important to, you know, start by just explaining what the game even is. So yeah, right now we start with our standard weapon. We can buy better ones at the end of the day. But for now, we're just going to be clearing out here. We're picking up a bunch of seeds you can see on the left. Those are going to be how we generate our income. We do start with a little bit. As you saw right back in the beginning, I planted 4 potatoes. We'll explain it when we get right back. Here we have some scrolls. Again, if you are not new, I apologize. This is just always a good idea to do this whenever you restart the series. I got scrolls, which are basically a one-time use item that will do different various effects. This one will basically give us a lot more tillable soil, or a little bit more tillable soil to potentially plant our stuff. Cut an additional weed. All right, we're going to use this to teleport back to our base. You can see these are our crops here that we did plant. We can fertilize them to turn them into a super crop, a quad crop, as I will continue to call them. Because they're just worth more money. They give you more bang for your buck if you do that. So it's important to make sure you do. Typically, we are not going to be flying. We started out there. This is a roguelite and not a roguelike in the sense that there are things that you can get in between your runs that will actually make the game easier to an extent. There's just certain upgrades you can get. One of them is if you make it to a certain point in the run, you get items to start out the run. One of them was wings. So, that is that. Why do I hear something is eating one of our plants? Wait, that guy's shooting bullets at us. Those guys shoot bullets at you now if you don't have crops for them to eat? Excuse me? That's a pretty noticeable change. But anyways, we're tilling the soil right there. You see the darker soil. You need to have it be darker like that before you can plant. You can see right here we have 6 pickaxes. We can use that to open up new soil for us to potentially till. And we are going to want to make sure we expand our farm far and wide so that we can get more, basically more bang for our buck. The game does reward you, like, sticking to farming in a row, basically. Oh my god, there's so much to talk about in this game. Don't worry, I know if you're new, you're overwhelmed. It's an overwhelming game, but you'll pick it up. But basically, for now, we didn't do super well because doing a lot of multitasking there, but we got a couple crops. So here we are done with our day. We did our day cycle where we went to the left. We cleared out the camps. We got items. We got seeds. And then we came back to our base for the night cycle to defend our crops that we planted so that we could generate income, basically. So now, after that, we get transported here where we get the money for our crops. We got 134 cashews, which we can then turn into either more seeds, items, bridge repair kits, which is how you can get to new zones, but we don't need that because of our wings, so that's going to throw an extra wrench in the complications. There's also romance options, which is something that I guess we will just, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but basically you need roses, which we don't have any of. We have seeds for roses, but we didn't plant them. All right, let's pick up the Catling gun. You can pick up these items. They will, if you're playing as any character except for the second one, they will only last a day. So we spend that money just to make this next day easier for us, is the hope. We're going to pop over. We're going to finish up our map over here. It's a good idea to full clear, get everything you can, because there is a special chest that will show up, and you need to find it, and we did not find it. It's a good idea to make sure you get max value by doing that. You will know it when you see it, but I will point it out as well. We picked up the pickaxe there, which is how we get extra land. Tree, okay. Trees are a very unique type of crop as well. Kind of, they're a fun one. I don't know like how the numbers shake out if it's better to specialize in trees or not, but it's definitely a more passive way to generate income. You plant the trees and they will continue to bear fruit for you. Okay, so this is what we need to access the chest I was talking about. There's one of those in every single zone, and that's why, it's important you go and you find it. Otherwise, you're just straight up losing out on value. I thought I was going to get hit there, but apparently the game is going to be nice to me. Okay. Holy crap. Okay. The game is definitely bombarding me with info to bombard you with. We just got a tractor, which is another one of the basic, kind of like an active item. Different than the scroll, though, it will come back after we use it. It charges up by doing actions such as farming or murder, those things. Actually, these are scroll, too. So that's the other thing the scroll does, is it tills all your soil for you. In addition, it gave us a couple extra spots over there. This tractor, in specific, is a very, very special big tractor. The best in the game, I would say, by a large margin, because we got it from that chest. It's kind of a rare one. But it does basically everything. Most of them, like this one right here, this one cuts weeds. They typically have one specialization. This one cuts weeds and gives you seeds from the weeds. The one we have right now, it cuts weeds, it kills enemies, it grows crops. It does, like, basically anything you could want. Getting a little bit more exploring done. I really hope we get to see, like, wouldn't it be a shame if we didn't even see any new boss? Okay, let's see. Turret and drone range or eggs give fertilizer sounds like a good call. I think we picked up a chicken. Oh my god, we got a pupa already. And it's right here? What? Okay. So we don't have a whole lot of farm animals right now, but... Oh my god, what? Blood spell. Okay, hold on. What the hell? I didn't read it properly. I hope that if we do this... Fertilize all crops and nearby enemies bleed fertilizer? This is a new item. It's like a super version. I should not have left home this long. That is such a bad idea. But we're not gonna be punished for it. Looks like we do need to water our crops. Typically, it's a good idea to come home for your nighttime, you know, to actually defend your stuff. But oh well. All right, what do we have for animals? We do have a chicken. So the chickens will walk around and they will pluck weeds for you. They will also, you know, leave eggs, which you can use to just get money. Just every once in a while, they'll generate an egg. You can just pick it up and get money. But we got an item that makes it so it'll also drop fertilizer, which is really nice. Fertilizer being the thing, of course, to quad your crops, to turn them into the 4 boppers instead. Pretty darn good. We also have a pig, which will sometimes dig up a new spot for you, and will also till your soil for you. Pretty darn good. And then we also, by starting as this character, we were given 2 bees, which you can see. They basically hover over our plants there, and they make them grow a little bit faster. Pretty darn good, pretty darn good. Oh my god. Every time I restart up my Atomicrops series, I just have to go through the whole rigmarole again, and it is the most complicated game to explain. Trust me, it is just as hard to multitask playing it and explaining it at the same time. I promise I'm doing my best, man. All right, what do we got? We have, okay, so we can flirt with one person by trading our roses for an item. Heartbeat Seed, this is a way you can either replenish your HP if you get hit, which we haven't done yet, but we definitely will get hit. I'm not gonna no-hit my first run back, I don't think. That seems ridiculous. But that's one way we can heal. There's also this, which is a little thing that just orbits us and blocks bullets. I think I'm going to be more interested in that. So you can also buy hearts from this guy. You do not flirt with him. He is not currently a romance option. That punk. I'll go for the Spud Rifle. All right. Mechanic 582 to explain. You can also upgrade your weapons with cashews to make them better for that day. You know, you get one of a slew of different random upgrades for it, unique to the weapon. For this one, we got a rate of fire up, which is pretty darn solid. All right. I have no idea when to use this scroll, this new scroll we got, because I'm going to be like, I'm going to want to save it because it's so special and new. It's an epic scroll. I wonder if all of them... Yeah, I guess I have the list over here. Blood Spell. Fertilize all crops and nearby enemies bleed fertilizer. Cataclysm. Cut hundreds of weeds, damage all enemies, and expand farmland until soil. Wow, okay. And the Anemocry Aurora. Plant top-tier seeds all the way across your farm. Okay, so yeah, there is, there's no top-tier watering scroll, but other than that, there's okay. And that, you know what, maybe that'll show up at some point. But I guess it's like, how do you top tier water something? Water it faster, longer? Maybe a top tier watering scroll could last the entire day. That'd be interesting. Okay, so here are the scrolls. They're basically less strong versions of everything that I just listed right there. This one plants seeds in every plot. This one is a rain cloud that will water your crops for you so that you don't have to do it. In addition, it will make them grow a little bit faster. Get a damage up. That's what that mushroom does there. Mechanic number 599. All right, so turret is basically a thing we put in our farm to defend our crops. It'll shoot at enemies for us. The cow is a farm animal that will... Cow is a farm animal. Gotcha. The farm animal that will water your crops for you. He will run to the well and then run to the crops to water them so you don't have to. I mean, You're going to need quite a few if you want to never, ever water your crops, but, you know, it's a thing. Okay, so the Anemone Breeze is the scroll that will plant seeds, and then there's this one right here, which will fertilize. I don't know. I'll go with the fertilizer for now. I've been out of the game, so I'm not sure what the meta will be, but I don't think we really have to worry about it too much on year 3. Is that what we're on? Year 3? Okay, we'll go for the turret. The turret and the Scarecrow kind of have same energy. The Scarecrow just being a little bit more of a defensive one that will push enemies away from your crops instead of shooting bullets. But they're both kind of the, you know, same energy. All right, we got a bunch of stuff there. Some hearts. We got some rose seeds. We should definitely make sure we plant those in a group of 4. Because while you can quad crops, you can also quad the roses. You can even quad trees, which is a very fun time. But if you quad the roses, you plant 4 in a square. You don't even need to fertilize roses, but you will get 5 roses. So it's a very, very good idea to do that. It's a very, very good idea to wait. Oh, are we going to take damage here? We might. Very, very good idea to wait. Are we going to get a new boss? That's the question of the day. Angry squirming. I hate it. But I love it. Okay, so far so fine, though. Like, he's hardly an issue. Oh, he is now a little bit more of an issue. Ah, I got hit. I can't tell where he is. Oh, wait, does he not move until he's shot? Is he chasing me specifically? I am hyper confused. All right, okay. Definitely a different boss than the other first one. Seems easier maybe once you understand what the hell he does, which just seems to be squirms in your general direction, potentially. We're gonna do terribly for score, by the way, because I've just been focused on really just been focused on making sure I explain everything. Because the number one complaint whenever I start the series is that I don't get it. And it's like, I know. Don't worry. You are not alone. It's going to take a little bit to figure out everything that's going on. It's probably the most tough to follow game that I have covered on my channel. But once you get it, you get it. It's very much a game where there's going to be drops on the ground where you're going to be like, how did streamer not see the rose? How did streamer not see the heart? It's because there's so much going on, you know? It's really like the most multitask forward game I've ever played. All right, let's plant this tree. Good stuff. Let's also water our crops and make them grow a little bit faster so we can try and make sure we get this stuff before the day is out. We used our watering scroll to make that happen for us. Just seemed important. Seemed important to me. We can also force that to grow right away using our tractor. All right. Okay, good enough for me. Yeah, I don't think we did very well as far as money generation. I think that we're not going to see a great return here. But I could be wrong. It's year 3. I don't remember. All right, so there is 4 seasons. Well, there's 4.5 seasons that you go through. You know, the ones that exist in real life, too. And at the end of them, you get judged based off of how well you did, how much money you generated, and you get rewards according to how well you did. Okay. All right, fine. So we did it. We got the full clear season yield, which is good. I'm glad we did. So we get a rose, bridge repair kit, which is normally relevant, but we started with the wings. Scarecrows deal more damage. Okay. A better storm cloud. And then a drone, which is going to follow us in a circle or a general circle, and it will attack enemies. So it's kind of like a turret, but it'll move. All right. So there's also a tractor vendor and another rose vendor that only show up at the end of the season here. There's also a guy you can gamble your cashews away I typically save that for the end of the run when it doesn't matter anymore. Water more crops when energized. That is yet another mechanic that I am going to need to explain in the future. Go for the jackrabbit. We will upgrade it. Different type of weapon. All right, let's kick it. Hey. Hey. So we can plant a quad of these heartbeat seeds if we want, because it will actually increase our maximum health as well. That's a base mechanic in the game. Just generally, if you pick up enough hearts at max HP, you will generate more maximum health, which is important. You know, it's just very, very helpful. I didn't want to buy any of the items from... this is why we don't need the bridge pieces, because we have wings. I just didn't want to buy that stuff there from the rose for the flirtin', because I just wanted to save my roses for an item that I think is a little bit more fun and, you know, maybe even a little bit more easy to explain, honestly. Bap, bap, bap. Okay. I've elected to go to the north, but we really don't have to say that we've really committed to anything. Normally, you want to plan out your path pretty decently due to the fact that you have to be limited with your bridge repair kit as a resource, but not relevant today. Going up to the Winterland. Oh, I was about to say that there's no strong benefit for killing these enemies that are not at camps. Not as strong, at least. Okay, let's see. So we're still early on in the run, so I like to pick up pigs because getting more space out of them is really, 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 really helpful. Obviously, the chickens provide us the extra benefit of giving us that more of that fertilizer because of our item that we got. I'll pick up a bee too, why not? Which will help us grow our crops faster. These just are free money. That's all they are. They're just free money. They will grow throughout the season. You can come pick them up, come back through other zones and pick up little stragglers as well. It all works. It is just there for extra free money, though. Nothing too crazy. All right. Golden pupa. We actually don't know where it is. It will go and find it and then point it out for us, but you can also open up your mini-map and figure out exactly where it is early. Plant crops of the same type together for a fertilizer bonus. Okay. So if we plant them all in a group, in a quad together, we get a bonus to our fertilizer. Okay. I think we should head back. Or we should find our... Nope. Let's head back. We're clearing pretty slow by my typical standards, but I will pick up the pace in the future here. All right, you can see our max HP just went up by a decent amount. And we will plant some turnips, which are a slightly higher quality crop than some of the others that we've been, you know, getting at this point. Slightly higher. And you know what? If this is year 3, I feel like we will have no issue getting the take no damage in a run on year 1. I think I'll be all right. Just happy we got the year 10 robust out of the way. I think that's going to be way more beneficial to have that one done. Huge shout out to the dev team for putting me in a game. It's neat, like, to be put in a game that you you know, love so much. It's so darn nice. Like, I'm in 2 games and they're both absolute massive slappers. This and Demon Crawl, like, it's such a... Oh, my God. Roguelike Minesweeper, if you've not played Demon Crawl, and that sounds interesting to you, boy, please play Demon Crawl. That game is so good. Just going to expand my turf a little bit here, mostly in a... I like to keep it in a rectangular or square type formation, just so you can get quads easier. We don't have a quad of anything else. I really feel like we should maybe just leave. To be honest, let's just maybe we can find this. Nope, there's no way. Nah. Sure, take me away. Went up and killed one more group. For the sake of showing off different weapons, we'll pick up the Parse sniper rifle. Okay, so fertile eggs sometimes hatch. So sometimes when we pick up an egg, a whole new chicken will spawn. You know, like IRL. Which is pretty darn good when you have... God, I've been saying that like every time. It is pretty darn good, though. Especially when you have fertilizer from eggs, because you can generate so much fertilizer that way. Okay, so... 5 roses for a heartbeat seed is a pretty bad trade, so I'm going to say no. Especially when we can get it right here for 1. The price of this goes up every time you buy it. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 every time you purchase it. I'm going to save my roses. Hopefully I can get to 10, because after this, she offers you the ability to buy a ring for 5 roses, which actually makes her join you and attack enemies. Pretty darn helpful. Pretty darn good, as they say. We have so much fertilizer. Why do I keep picking up fertilizer scrolls as my choice? What a dumb man. Dumb man. Bar snipe. Okay. Let's get on back up there. We will find our pupa. Pupa. Okay. I don't know if the sniper rifle is the weapon of choice for this place, but we will make it work. What do you get? Resilience. Okay, so this makes it so the crops that we plant around the edge of our... I don't know, I just really had the urge to do that so bad. That we plant around the edge of our farm have a chance to grow onto the crust around it, around the edge of it, which can generate a lot of free money that you don't have to think about, don't have to put any effort into. Super helpful. So there's all these items in the game that you can pick up that help you out. Passives, I will typically call them. I'm going to pause to talk about this. And then there's the ones you get from the pupa, which are in their own pool of items. You can only get them from pupas, so they're generally quite a bit better. And resilience is one that's really quite good. Harvest Moon crops grow faster at night, or bees water crops. We have 3 bees, so I'm going to let that be our... I'm going to let that be. That be our item. Good aim. Just gonna full clear here, because we don't have... Actually, we have a full minute left. Huh. Triple rose! Alright. Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. We definitely want to make sure we plant these 8 roses. I think it's worth going back immediately after we... Immediately the next day. After we do all this. Alright, so... Quad rose. That's 5 roses. Another 5 roses. We got 10 roses. I can do math. So, energize. You can see we're glowing blue right now. In the bottom of the screen, there's like a little blue bar as well. The more you do farming actions, you will fill up this little bar down there that makes it so you will perform them faster. So it's kind of like a flow state to encourage you to focus your current attention on... Ooh, we can actually get a cheeky bonus one there. Focus your attention on one thing at a time as best as you can, is what that is effectively for. I'm gonna put this here to see if we can get lucky. Nope. I was hoping we'd get lucky and it would grow on the crust or something. Alright, let's plant our stupid turret. I haven't planted it because, quite frankly, I just haven't needed any help in defending at the current state. This is the kind of game where you start it up for the first time, you're like, how could you possibly, like, beat a year? Like, it makes no sense to me. But then after you do, like, especially after you play as Robusta quite a bit, the game really slows down and you feel like you can see the Matrix. So, but you cannot aim on the little enemies there, I guess. I'm somewhat of a sniper myself, but only somewhat. I'm disappointed that we got hit one time. I almost wish we got hit like twice or something, you know, so we wouldn't be like... I mean, I don't know. It's better than getting hit right at the last second. That hurts so much if you're going for like a no-hit achievement. God, we're just like not quite there on so much of this stuff. Just not quite there. Don't have the quads. It's okay. We don't really need to feel any pressure to cash out yet. We don't need to feel the pressure to cash out. Tomorrow, there's a different story. We got to feel pressure to cash out because that's the boss. It's the end of the season. I'm actually going to, like, waste this. Okay, we got 4 cabbages. Sure, I'll plant them. I want to plant them in the corner. Plant them in the corner. So that they might grow on the edge there. I think if we do something like this, that's good too. We can quad that one. Good. Good. That's how you can effectively use resilience. You can use those ones on the edge to quad stuff. Create fertilizer when damaged. Honestly, it's good enough. Get married, increase your fighting stat. Carrots grow instantly. Mwah. 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 So, there we go. Our fighting stat goes up. You can see down here, there's 2 separate stats. There's fighting, which increases your damage and your movement speed. And then there is the farming stat, which improves your farming abilities and tractor cooldown. So, it's really important to have a lot of the fighting stats so you can actually clear out the camps effectively faster. Get more done in your day. The game is all about time management, which is very tough when you're under fire, you know? Let's go with this. We'll upgrade it twice, and we will go to the jungle, which is a smelly, smelly place. I'm gonna pick up that, too, just so we can get some extra desert seeds, because I know we had a few stragglers from there. We might as well top that off so we can plant it without feeling like we're wasting it. There is, I mean, should we get into higher meta stuff? Probably not. How we could save all of our garbage seeds for the squirrel trader. You can basically trade your garbage seeds for good seeds. It's not a bad idea. It really is not a bad idea in any way, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be too worried about metagaming too hard. All right, we got ourselves a pretty frustrating zone. I find this to be one of the more annoying zones, the jungle. Every zone does have a level 2 zone after it as well that you can access with more bridge pieces. Planting a seed charges a powerful blast. I typically like to avoid all of the ones that increase day length, which is what the other one was. Because I honestly, I find the game too long already. All right. Turrets and drones fire faster, or we can increase our farming stat by 2. Typically, whenever I see stat ups, I usually like to just take those. I like being just a little bit stronger myself. I really enjoy it. I find it to be typically more helpful than some of the more gimmicky things, unless you have a very specified build going. Don't know where that pupa is yet. All right, cat. Cat'll get you. Cat'll get you. Okay. We definitely don't need fertilizer. We seem to have that in spades. So we'll pick up the Anemocracy Scroll, which is going to be quite a bit better. It's the medium, like kind of medium rank seeds we will get from that one. Crops merge without fertilizer. So this is probably one of the last high tier items that we would want right now, because we have a lot of fertilizer, as I just mentioned. We have it in spades, in fact, is what I mentioned. And it can, in some weird situations, it can be a bad thing, too. Sometimes you don't want your crops to merge because you're trying to, like, plan something out. I don't know. It's a weird one. It's a weird one, Mr. Grinch. Oh, take me to your feeder. UFB. What is that? So, I mean, it's obviously going to burn our crops. Can we kill that thing? We can. Oh, he's trying to abduct our animals. You piece. All right. Well, I don't want to quite... Wait, what? It seems like there could be situations where that's undodgeable. I don't want to kill him yet, though. I want to see his patterns. We got time. Is he also burning the Does he burn our weeds, too? Oh, that'd be fun. It'd be fun if he did. Oh. Wait, did you effectively... Okay, so if they can run away with your animals. Is that a blast? That is indeed a blast. This is such a cool boss fight. You kidding me? All right. We might have lost animals, though. We may have let him accidentally take animals. That could be a really, really rough fight, potentially. Okay. Let's get all this, because if we go really, really quick, we might be able to combo this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. We might be able to combo it effectively. Like that. We can still fertilize stuff to make it more valuable. All right. I don't know, man. I don't know. We might be fine, but we probably won't be. I think we're actually... We might be a little bit out of luck there. That was our charged up blast. I don't know. 11 seconds is a long time. Actually, I think we're going to be fine. I think we're fine. God, I don't know when to use this stinking thing. Let's go with... Okay. Trying to squeak out every little last ounce of money we could get for the end of the day there. Pretty solid. If we maxed out first year, we'll max out this year. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's no way. There's no way we wouldn't max out this year. The rake will pick up extra loot for us, which is really, really nice. Just we have a bigger radius. Turret and drone range is up. Those ones are pretty self-explanatory. Let's see. We cannot marry more than one of these people yet. We can unlock an item called polygamy that will let you. We do not have it, and I'm not seeing it yet. It's not shown up yet. All right, let's, what the hell to do? What the hell to do? Let's just go. Let's just go. We got fall, winter, and then mystery final half year. All right, let's get our roses down. We could be playing, like, infinitely more optimally, but, you know. Tis what tis. You always can anyways. You always can. Okay. Like, one thing is, I don't think we should be using our fertilizer until the crops merge. Oops. There's a misclick there. It's just a waste of fertilizer, I think. I don't know exactly how it works out. I don't know how it shakes out or not. Just doing a little bit of a farming day. A little bit of a farming day. How many... We have one more date tree. All right, let's kick it. I keep on wasting my big shot. Hit a big shot. Yeah. We already get... I think we already got the pupa from here. I can't quite remember. No point in fighting that one. They're not likely to give a reward. They can give a reward, but it's just as likely as any enemy. That will refill our tractor. But I think that is a silly thing to do when it is almost full anyways. And we can do this. And then go back down and pick it back up. Effectively getting the charge right back. Sunflowers. Sunflowers is another unique type of crop that we have not planted yet. Basically, it will... you can put in fertilizer, and it directly is basically trading in your fertilizer for money. Thank you for giving me the extra seed right now so I can prove exactly what it does. It basically, it does what I just said, though. You transfer your fertilizer immediately into money. And a quad of it is super effective. Look at how much money we get. Can you see how it could be a big deal to save those and get 4 of them? A good strategy for year 10 Robusta, for anybody who's trying to get the achievement, is to use a lot of those. A lot of those. Kind of a cheeky, cheesy way, but it works. It works nonetheless. Why is that not? Oh. Works nonetheless. Okay. Big blast. Ah, year 3, where the weed monsters come out to play. Why'd I pick year 3 when I could have picked year 2, where they don't exist? Year 3 is basically the 3rd difficulty level. When you launch the game, you start on year 1. If you beat it, you unlock year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, etc. In a row. It's Ascension levels if you played Slay the Spire, or it's a New Game Plus if you played basically any game that exists. That is a AAA game. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. I just don't know when to use this special scroll. I think I want to save it to use it as an attack, since it also makes the enemies bleed fertilizer. I don't know if that means they'll take damage and bleed fertilizer, or if they will just, like... Oh. What the hell was that? What was that? What on earth? I've never seen that before. Whatever it is, it's new and I'm scared. I don't really have enough seeds to plant anything of extreme value, so I guess I'm just gonna start chopping weeds. So we can avoid the weed monsters. Sure. Sure, take me away. Take me away, Copper. Bop, 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 ba da 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 da. All right, 15. Sure, I'll get a thorn. It is a little orbiting thing that does not block bullets, but it does do damage. Kind of like Cube of Meat or Sack Dagger and Isaac. Occasionally fling a squirrel, which does extra damage and can drop a seed for you. I think we're gonna go now. And we're gonna show off the rank 2 of all of the, well, not of all of the zones, of the zones. Starting with, so basically there's this is a level 1 zone, this is a level 1 zone, this is a level 2 zone, level 2 zone, level 3 zone, level 3 zone, level 4 zone, level 4 zone, if that helps. So we're going to be going to a level 3 zone right here, which is, you know, a step up from the from like the jungle and stuff. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about any of the bridge pieces, which we will normally have to worry about. Damage up mushroom. I think it's fun a lot of times to save these for the boss fights, to just blow them up, but that's going to be something that I don't necessarily want to do today because I want to see the boss fights. I got an item that makes it so when we cut weeds, we do damage to everybody around that. Okay. This is a little messy. It's a little messy. Fertilizer explosion! The higher tier zones have some higher tier camps with better rewards and some unique ways to improve your stats in other ways. Basically, it's good to make sure you go to the high tier zones, even though it's a risk-reward thing. The game's all about risk-reward. Like, how much are you willing to push yourself? How far are you willing to go to save your son? You know, it's basically how much do you want to push yourself. You know you're risking taking damage, but hey, maybe they'll drop a heart. And, oh, make it all worth it. But you can see, like, yeah, it's obviously way tougher than the, like, the jungle, for example. We actually do extra damage when we're in melee range of an enemy with that little explosion as well. You know what? I don't want to fight you. Ooh. Hello, boys. This is actually a mess. Did we kill? I think we killed that sniper guy. I'm not positive. No, positive. All right, do we want to... Let's get a turkey. Let's get a turkey. They're effectively an upgraded chicken. Unlike real life. Oh. Okay, what do we have? We got 9 seconds. Let's get this scroll and then boogie. Get the scroll and boogie. I'll take the Anemone Breeze. We're kind of hurting on, like, too many super valuable seeds, so I think that's going to be a good way to, you know, help out with that, basically. And you know what? Let's use our big boy scroll when enemies show up, right? I mean, this is a lot of fertilizer. Is it done now, though? Is that, like, was that it? Is that everything? I mean, it's good. Oh, okay. I mean, it literally killed everybody, so that's pretty darn good. I'm going to try to generate the tractor charge so we can make all of that just immediately grown up all the way without having to wait or worry. Like, getting this as a tractor in our first run is pretty silly. Pretty freaking silly. Makes it even harder to understand the struggle of farming. Okay. But I wanted to do that now so that we could potentially get our tractor charge back again. And basically do the exact same thing we just did, but again, though. It's important to chop all the weeds, otherwise those monsters will start to show up. And they are not frustrating now, but, you know, when you're trying to circle strafe around the place in a big old circular fashion, and then they get in your way, it's pretty annoying. Pretty annoying. Okay, so we're not going to get our tractor again. That's okay. As I said before, it's not that urgent to get it now. It's more urgent to get it all done by the end of tomorrow. Good. Shoot explosive butterflies, sure. Let's pick up SMG. We have not shown off that one yet. Let's even max it out almost all the way. Let's max it out all the way. All the way. All the way. All right. Let's plant some of the really important stuff. The aloe, you see it's a golden one. It's quite freaking valuable. Can generate a lot of money. Takes a longer time to grow. Each of them have their own unique set of parameters to grow as far as like time and water. But, you know, I don't have those memorized because, quite frankly, could that matter? Yes, like you could try and specialize going to zones that have crops that accommodate your current setup for water. You totally could. That's just not what I just don't want to. I don't want to go that far. Stop me when I've gone that far. But not actually, because I'm sure I will at some point. I'm sure I will. All right, this looks about right. Okay, I just want to make sure we go and finish up clearing out that zone up there, but yeah, we're good for now. Get the broccoli. Broccoli. Oops. Chili. Okay, let's go. You can use this to teleport to the last hole we've teleported home from. Full clear if we can. Hey, see, no, you know, like I said, though, just in case we get the new boss, it sounds really silly. Killing enemies cuts nearby weeds. That could be fun. Especially since we have cutting weeds helps kill nearby enemies. We could have like a chain reaction of memitude going. Hummingbird is basically, ironically, is an upgraded bee, even though it doesn't really, you know, make sense. But, you know, don't think about it. And it does. There, we got another hit. All right. Okay. You are an annoying guy to have right here. Water 2 crops at once. About as straightforward as it sounds. Okay. Atomicrops. We got a pretty good amount of land. Pretty decent amount of land. I think we've full cleared, but we only have 3 seconds, so it's like... Why bother with anything else? Fingers crossed we get another one of the new bosses. Not a new boss. Oops. Yeah. His skill, his prowess is slipping. I don't care about old MacDonald. I want to blow him up as quickly as possible. He's an old boss. Old boss Donald. Bye. So yeah, there's one new variant boss for every single season. That new one for the second one is pretty slick. I greatly prefer him to the other version that you can get. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's get our quad of hearts. Restore a whole bunch of health that way. Get out of my swamp. Let's see. Actually, we can go and do that. You know, I would say we should have cut the weeds first, but oh well. Oh well, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Quad of grapes. Quad any grapes. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah. We could start going for other stuff. I mean, when, you know, we could plant stuff even though it's not quads. It's not the stupidest idea. But it's just, I typically like to, you know, get the max value I sort of can. I think we're gonna wait because you can get seeds for harvesting crops, so I think it's a good idea to wait there. Because we could do that. Pick up extra stuff, because look at that. Boom, we got more quads. Oh, I was gambling. I was gambling that we would get a quad out of that. All right. It's fine. It's fine. We definitely maxed out the year again. Absolutely. Not even close, maybe. Not even close, though. Run faster. If you need help with the explanation of that one, I am sorry. Turrets and drones fire faster. Okay, we can get an item up here, which I think I might be interested in. Foraging berries charges... No, let's buy a cow. I'm gonna have a cow, man. Sowing seeds increase stay length. Fine. Oh, boy. I don't really think that the knife is that great, but I'll buy it and upgrade it to max just to show off. Not to show off, but to show it off, I meant to say. Just to show off. If I can win with the knife, I can win with anything. I mean, is the knife the worst gun, quote-unquote gun? Yeah, it's not my favorite. I'm not partial to the flamethrower, and I'm not partial to the grenade launcher too much. They're good, but not great. All right, let's go to the other tier 3 zone. I do love that we get the discount on the bridge pieces. Starting with the wings is, it's pretty huge. It saves you a lot of money. So you can use them to fly right over the pit here. So you can see how this maybe is not like the best of the best for weapons, but it does have a chance to give you extra fertilizer. So, you know, on a normal run, I would not be going for this since the benefit is for something that I don't care about right now. We have way more than enough fertilizer. It is probably the last thing we need. Last thing we need at all. All right, so this is exactly what I was talking about. This is the... Where did he come from? Where did that guy come from? This is the thing that converts all your low-tier seeds into high-tier seeds. That's what I was talking about. That's what I was saying. Maybe I shouldn't plant these garbage seeds earlier in the run. Because of that guy. Oh, because of that guy. Yep. Oh, man. Oh, Bush's Cleaver. Get the damage up. Go back, get that extra stuff. Okay. Mushrooms grow near your well, so that is going to be quite helpful. That's like these things right here. Our well is obviously the the well back at camp, where we get our water. Okay. Farm animals produce fertilizer. Nope, don't care. Weeds are harvestable. Basically makes it so when we cut weeds, we gain a little bit of money, which is really good because we have a very, very easy time cutting weeds. So, very easy time cutting weeds. It's looking silly. Looking like a silly idea to do what I've done. That's what I was saying. We made a dumb choice, but we're going to get our tractor, and it should save our life here. Okay. Oh, running tills soil. Very nice item. Very nice item. We can just literally walk over our soil, and it will become tilled. It's that straightforward. So you like, look at, boom. It's now tilled. Very, 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 very good. But yeah, see, look at when we kill an enemy on the weeds, it does an explosion of a weed cutting, which is great because then that turns into money. It's just all around. We've got some really good stuff going on. Really good stuff going on. Trying to multitask a bit here. And by that, I mean I'm trying to basically ignore the fact that I have to fight enemies because I just feel like farming right now. I just feel like farming. There we go. Do we got another? Okay, we got a heap and helping of tomatoes. Guys, please. I'm busy. Guys, please, I'm busy. Hardly the time. Hardly the time. I'm trying to plant tomatoes. Okay. I might use this aggressively. Nah. Okay. Hello? 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 Good enough? Good enough, I guess? Winter. Alright, was that the first day of winter or the second day? I do not remember. That was the first day. We are rich. Okay. I don't know if we've shown off the shallot gun. One of the best weapons at max level, because look at that. Puts down all that smoke. That smoke does tons of damage, like a lot. Sure. I don't know. Sure. Let's get it. All right. Back at it again at the winter time. This increases your day length, which is, you know, good. To have more time to do things is hard to argue that that's very, very helpful. Hard to argue it's not, rather. Put all this stuff down, and then we will, after that, do the fertilizing. Alright. Don't have any more quads, so I will just kick it. Let's go. Kick it. Oh my god. Hey, damage up. Sure. Sure, why not? Pack of pickaxes, fine. Crops grow faster near the turret is really, really good. But we only have one turret, so I'm gonna say nah. So here is a shrine where you can trade HP for damage or fertilizer for farming skill. I like to go for the damage just because it helps you clear things out faster. It's just a really good thing. Can you see why this gun is so good now? Like, everything just explodes. More explosive than the stinking grenade launcher. Not that we've seen that one yet. Here. Hummingbird or hog. I'll get the hummingbird. Okay. It's really just like, yeah, it's probably one of the best weapons for basically every single zone. I get excited every time I see it. Free money. Free money. Since we have such a strong item, I think that it might make a lot of sense to go to the jungle here, since the jungle sucks, in my opinion, as far as difficult. Not like sucks as in is poorly designed, but sucks as in it's spooky. It's a lot of enemies. Oh, wow, I completely ignored this. A lot of enemies in it are just very frustrating and challenging. Sure. We actually gain fertilizer out of the mix, too, since we technically take damage. Bonk, 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 bonk. I'll take the Atomicrops breeze, I guess. I almost just walked into an enemy. Bubble shield. Chance of a seed drop when harvesting sounds good. So that's when you actually, like, you know, cash in, or you pick up your crops. It's a higher chance you actually get a seed out of it. Boink. What? So this is the blood moon, huh? Okay. Okay, this is new. So it's spawning. I'm obviously seeing, yeah, the, what the hell is that? Okay, I mean, the weed monsters are not new. They're just... Okay, that's probably, they seem like they're all ads for, like, little mini ads for bosses, potentially. So why did that Chomper... So the Chomper was chasing to kind of be like, go back home. Because he's not found us yet. I mean, this is neat, though. We got blood mooned. Should I do this? Probably not. No, I shouldn't have. That was a bad one. Let's capitalize on it at the very least. If we're gonna be doing it, we might as well make sure we spend our other stuff. Our other high quality seeds best be planted. Well, carrots. Aha. Carrots grow instantly because we are married to a rabbit. Oh shoot, we're bungling this up something fierce. Excuse me. Excuse me, friends. The hell, man? Alright. Alright, we're all good, we're all good, we're all good. I wonder if we get anything, any kind of like bonus for this day, since it's a little bit more on the wild side. Okay. I mean, we do want to stay here so we don't have them, you know, abduct any of our animals. Because if they can, like, legitimately... I don't know how many they've actually taken away. Oh, my God. That's so annoying. Oh, my God. This on higher levels of difficulty could be really annoying. You could lose all your animals if they do indeed fully take them away from you. Okay. I mean, I think it's a neat event though. I think it's a good addition, even though it's spooky and I hate it. I mean, that chomping thing was pretty Mario 64 piano-esque in the terrifying sense. Okay. Plant it all. It'll be all good for tomorrow. Okay. Pick that up. Why not? Health out the wazoo. So this is going to be our final normal day. So what do we want to get? Kill all nearby roaches. Cool. Not that great, but fine. Not going to be mad about it or anything. Okay. Am I right? Final day? Yeah, final day. Final day of winter. Holy moly, we got a lot of planting to do. We got a lot of planting to do. We got a lot of planting to do early in the morning. Hello, pigums. 2, 3, 4. What do we got? Okay, got some grapes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. The tree's just getting in the way, basically. Just get in the way, basically. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. I said 4. Thank you. Turned in the way. All this stuff is going to be grown by the time I got it finished planting here. Okay. Let's go. Get as much done as we can. We get a little bit of extra time for our day, which I'm going to say is going to be really handy. Due to the fact that we started pretty late there, all things considered. No. I don't know where the cat is. Yikes. Woohoo! Freed a bunch of cows. Good stuff. Really, really good camp to find. Super valuable. Those are the roaches that die instantly by us walking past them. Okay, extra day length sounds really nice right now as well. Thank you, hummingbird, sure. Alright. No tractor cooldown, chance to take damage, gain a tree every day, sure. I mean, am I going to use it? Probably not. But still. Could be good. Could be good. Maybe we could get enough trees to do the quad tree. Every single tractor camp has given us that tractor. The funny thing is I'm not gonna use any other tractor, you know, like why would I? Ooh, new ant farm. So this is how you get the meta progress upgrades. That was the stupidest damage I think I've ever taken. Okay. Boink. Super cat. Super cat. Okay, I think we full cleared, kind of. We must have missed a camp, though, because we have not found our pupa. Oh, this is always the worst feeling, man. There's one somewhere, but I don't know where it is. We missed one somewhere, but I don't know where. Bottom left. Oh, no. Oh, God, I hate this feeling. Oh, my God, no. What a waste of time. But let's, we're not going to do anything else with our day. But at this point, I don't even know if I'll find it. Oh, my God, it's right here. Okay. We were just here. There's our pupa. Nearby crops grow faster. Okay, we can get this. We can get this. That was fun. Cool. I love having enemies spawn on me. It's very cool. Okay, let's go home so we can pick up all this stuff. Plant the roses. See if we can do this before he gets there. Cut this stuff. Get this all good, all good, all good. Whoop! And it's the Undertaker. All right, well, we saw 2 new bosses. I kind of happy that we didn't see all of them in the first episode. Kind of prefer that. Kind of prefer that. Boop, 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 boop. So we get 2 charges in our tractor now, which is pretty great, but obviously I wish it would have happened earlier. Where are you? Bap, bap, bap. All right. Fill it up, 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 fill it up. Poor guy. Should definitely make sure we go down there and pick up the rewards he drops. Definitely, definitely. Tractor ready. I mean, like, do I care about score? I don't think so. I kind of want to just, I kind of want to plant the crops right now anyways. Without spoiling it, if you're new to the game, it's a very good idea to save in an Emmercree scroll for the final boss. Very good. Absolutely crucial on higher difficulties, almost. Dang near required. Let's just plant. Just plant forehead. Okay, go, go, go. I mean, will this stuff get grown by then? Probably not. It's fine though. Just plant, just plant, just plant, just plant. You eat my stuff, you eat my stuff. It's kind of where I'm at right now. Just want to get as much out as we can, and then we will save our scroll for the boss. What's happening? Why was it? Do 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 do. Are we quadding things? I don't even know, man. We're gonna get our tractor. Oh, we got our tractor. Oh, you know I'm so tempted to. I'm doing it. I don't care. Logic be darned. I'm going for points, even though this is not gonna be like a high-scoring run, because it's so heavily weighted on what difficulty you're on. All right, unload all the fertilizer. All right. Got it all? Hard to be mad. Hard to be mad at that. Oh, look, we had a damage up. We could have killed him even faster, you're saying? Even faster we could have killed him? I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. And we've obviously gotten a full year yield. Good. Crops have a chance to drop a seed when fertilized and watered. Boosts all water. I mean, that's really nice to get. Yeah. Ha, ha. By all that, because this is, we're about to go into our final boss. And there's nothing else to really spend the dang stuff on. Do. Earthquake. Fine. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go up here and we're gonna gamble away. Quote unquote gamble. We're effectively just funneling our current money into meta progression. There. Got a decent amount of stuff. We did also get a heart upgrade too. In we go to Nuclear Winter, the final boss, who I don't think has a new variant, and I wouldn't want to have a new variant. Corpsicopia! Dude, he is so crazy. So basically, the only way to damage the Corpsicopia is by farming. You can only damage him by farming. So, you have trouble with the multitasking element? Well, that's too bad, because the entire time you are going to be farming to do damage. Farming and dodging the shots all at the same time there. But frankly, it's going to be very easy because of the tractor we have. It makes it so we don't really have to juggle much of anything. We just frankly got pretty lucky with that. He's going to try and set our crops on fire. which can burn them. We would need to normally water them and put them out, but it's not that urgent when we can just do this. And he's almost dead, you know? It's pretty nuts. You could probably see how very quickly, if you had an Anemocracy scroll here, the fight could already be done. It could literally have just finished right there. We could be like done with it, which is so funny to me. It's always a fun time to have that happen. Okay. Trying to plant everything kind of close together, like quads be darned to an extent, but like I'm trying to get them in a quad formation a little bit, but it doesn't really matter because 3, 2, 1. Goodbye, boss. He gets a lot more health on future years, which makes a big difference because you have to dodge a lot longer. Oh wait, it's space to. Aw, I didn't even get to see my score. All right, well we have new meta progress upgrades. Increase the starting gun range by 25%. What? Another 1% chance to block damage. Bullet speed of starting gun by 30%. Accuracy of starting gun by 50%. Plus 1% beat drop. Chance to drop a heartbeat seed when damaged. Flying squirrel gun starts with an upgrade. What? Guns have a 2% chance to start with an upgrade. 10% crit chance for the starting gun. Heartbeats grow 10% faster. 1% extra chance the gun won't break. 1 extra luck. Butcher's knife starts with an upgrade. Heartbeats grow faster. Starting gun fire rate. This stuff is crazy. These upgrades are crazy, man. Holy mama. We're going to need to look into what these are so we can make sure we do them. 20 different types of large crops at the same time. Trees don't count. That's wild. What a weird... That sounds actually kind of tough. That one may be tougher than some of these other ones. Cut 500 weeds in a single day? I don't think that would be that much of an issue, really. Just basically, on higher years, you just leave them be for like an entire season. Burn 150 crops in a single day. Okay, well that one sounds a little bit tougher in a weird way. Burn 150 crops in a single day. Deliver the final blow to a boss with the Megaton Tractor. Oh, we could have got that today. Kill a golden goose. That's not hard. Get max season yield for every season on year 5 or greater. That's not hard either. Have 5,000 fertilizer. I could see it happening. Weird and niche build required for it. Have 12 fully fertilized sunflowers at the same time. Large sunflowers count as 4. I guess we could have maybe done that today too, I guess, if we knew it was a thing. Right? How many fully fertilized? I think we maybe only fully fertilized 2 or 3. For this, you'd probably want to go with the Weed Whacker Tractor. To win a run without taking any damage. Yes, yeah. Win with the default pea shooter. I mean, I think on year 1 with all these upgrades, I actually think that that's super doable. I honestly, on year one, I think it's doable with just the standard anyways, but that's going to do it here for today. This has been Atomicrops. The brand new update is awesome. I really, really like it. The boss variety, I think, was sorely needed. You know, in a roguelike, it's, you know, it feels important to have boss variety. Even just having 2 variations on the bosses is a big deal, I think. But having that, like these new permanent upgrades seem great. I'm not gonna fight being just a little bit stronger. You know, it's gonna make these other things like Robusta Year 10 for people who have not done it yet. Want to claim the official Retromation red hoodie. Oh god, is it gone? How do you do it? Is it gone? Oh, no. Oh, no. How do I get it again? Oh, no. Did they reset it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know, man. Maybe, uh-oh. I don't know how to get it anymore. I thought that you just pressed up on the pad. Well, whatever. My costume maybe it's still in the game. Maybe it just got reset when they added the new achievements. But yeah, I would say with these new upgrades, it's going to be easier to get that achievement, for example. But that's going to do it. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. These ones are, they're long, take a lot of time to do, so any support would be fantastic to make it so it's worth keeping around. It just needs like that extra little bit of support to keep this series going on my channel due to the fact that it takes up as much time as like 2 other videos. So, you know, it's a big deal, but I enjoy this game a lot. This new update is fantastic. Get the game right now with the link in the description. It's really a good game. Don't be discouraged. Play on year 1 for a bit, for a long time if you have to. There's a lot going on, but that's going to do it. Likes and comments are great ways to help out with the algorithm. Have a little bit of autonomy over the algorithm bot that controls, you know, the life of YouTube. Over 70% of the views on this website come from recommended, so if you want to have some control over it and, you know, pay it forward if you enjoyed the video, then those are ways you can do it. Subscribe to the channel if you get any kind of value out of these videos, because I put out videos on roguelikes and more every single day. If you like the genre, I can bombard you with content for cool games that you are going to love. But that is going to do it. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye.